यो फक भाई तो रेडी था खेलने के लिए
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
करूँगा क्योंकि मैंने अभी पिछले वाले मैच में मैं tried using smart assist. Understand?
And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's a throw-in. Messi. Nice sequence of passes, this. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, super ball. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ibrahimovic. Good. It's Ibrahimovic! In for the pieces! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pirlo wins the duel this time. No, it's come to nothing. De Ligt. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. And this is Hazard. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
What the hell?
Xavi Alonso. Maradona. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Romario. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And a chance! Oh, terrible pass. Cross needs terrific header. He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
तब हाँ करा है
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He is through here. Real chance here. Great chance! Neymar.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's shifting through the gears here. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar. Can he get it through? Chance to deliver. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Real chance! Keeper's got his work done. And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Maradona. Maldini gets a foot in here. Now it's Cruyff. That's very neat. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona finding their passes. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Cruyff. He's got away. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! Oh, that's nice. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
चल जा भाई, all the foot, please.
And the action is back underway. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Seedorf. Now that looks a decent... Ibrahimovic! No, he's missed it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Saliba. To Hazard. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
देख रहा हूँ आज की डेट में चल पाता है कि नहीं.
So what can they make of this? And he's managed to get free. And this is chance for a shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's picked his way through.
Sure.
Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Ligt is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Xabi Alonso plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cruyff, he has found the way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Always onto this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved. That's been slipped through. He's found the way through. Cruyff. And Cruyff! And he should have made it 4.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
De Ligt. Azar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Sostituzione di giocatori.
Shevchenko che l'ha
Numero 24.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Corner number 2 then. Xabi Alonso goes short. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Maradona. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Luis Suarez. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Maradona is onto this. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chance here to counter. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Danger averted for now. And he's been shifted off it. Eze, Beckenbauer concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now, can he find a finish? Can he finish? It's in! They're back within reach! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And he's running through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Yo, red
Yellow
card,
or
red.
red? It is red.
बढ़िया game.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussion. Nedved! Oh, he's pulled off a... And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Nedved claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you...
ले भाई ये भी फाइनल बॉस आ गया एक कालेशी बास ने पूरी
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but... On the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
यार इसके अगेंस्ट में कैसे खेलूं मतलब की इसके प्लेयर की तो
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Look at this. Ibrahimovic! That's another chance. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
बहुत ओपन हो रहा है भाई
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Vinicius Junior. Good purposeful running this. Shot could be on. That is a brilliant interception. Rijkaard. And it's Hullet. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Neither side yet able to find the net. Quarter of an hour played. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely! Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Climbs up big.
Wow.
There it is! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield.
It's a mighty effort! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Forwards and with intent. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Fired deep towards the back post.
मैच कोई आगे जाता ही नहीं क्या भाई तुम
Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, super ball. He's big chance. They want to be quick to recover this.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's clever. And claimed it back swiftly. Maldini. Mbappe. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Romario. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. Very nicely done. Now the cross. And that has been cleared. And it's Hullet. Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. He shifted it to the flank. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's picked his way through. No foul, says the referee. Beckenbauer. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He is through here. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great pressure, plenty of it. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24.
Cruyff with a real chance here. Cruyff! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi. Ibrahimovic. For Messi. Rijkaard. Chance! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Czech claims comfortably. And it's Hullet. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
इसके 4 लॉन्डे अटैक कर दे रहे मेरा इसमें क्या अब समझ रहा हूँ हो रहा है बाकी तो अपना ट्राई करेंगे ये वाला सेट क्या पता फ्रीडम नहीं रहेगा
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5, numero 13.
And we have our very first corner.
Numero 19, Seedorf.
That's really well cleared.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, Neymar.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Il numero 14, Pepe.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ferdinand. Beckham. Chance here to counter. Ibrahimovic tries to play it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's played into the middle. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Rui Costa. Can he get it
जा रहा है
through?
कहाँ पे
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's going to go a long way.
उदुपी अच्छा ठीक है बुद्धि
That's
कहाँ
been
गया
drilled forward.
अच्छा हाँ ना
And he's managed to get... There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! It's a loose ball.
अच्छा वो कहाँ पर है भाई
Cross into the... A header!
या
They've scored! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's...
Oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no...
It's Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Pele. Now, can they get him away? Thuram cuts out the pass. And the number on the board is 3. Maldini is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Nicely aimed pass. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gattuso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rui Costa. Rui Costa! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
समझना पड़ेगा कि ये एक सेटअप ही हो सकता है this setup against what the setup is like this.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Shot a goal! This time, surely! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Sharp. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match and deservedly so.
भाई मैं इससे पहली बार जीता हूँ. जब ये सिंगल वाला चलेगा समझ गया ना ये तो समझ गया भाई मैं. ओ मैं तो स्ट्रीम ही कर रहा हूँ. कोई कमेंट किया है कुछ भी? नो कमेंट्स भाई सैड.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
Arey.
stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
हाफ भी मरा है.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to...
Great chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now he's off and running. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hangs one in, tries to get it clear, and they're quick to get it back. Driving through the middle. Here's Best! A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Baresi with the slide tackle there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pato. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And a few accusing looks coming his way. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's their second corner of the game. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Strong running down that left flank. Pings in across. And he's taking no chances there. And he's in on goal. Oh, right place, right time. But that has not gone well. Pepe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's good vision. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart-and-mouth moment for the taker.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his... Another special Neymar moment! A finish right from the top draw. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! It's a loose ball. He's been caught on it here. Big chance!
अरे भाई जो तुम लोग
It's a
खाना खा
goal!
गए भाई.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
Chance!
यार obvious था
There
ये.
is the genius of Luis
Obvious था
Suarez!
भाई. क्या
That
करते
is a gem! An absolute gem! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
No, that's been intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Into
di
stoppage
recupero.
time, very little left on it. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. Threads one in. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's well spotted. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello stadio.
5 minutes even. चलो हाफ गेमर को भी सिखा ही रहे अपने बच्चों को जाकर. 5-man defense will be all defensive.
So we're into the second 45. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
This and a chance! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
वहीं से चूक हो गया नेमार.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
झाट मिस what is doing. क्या कर सकते हो? ओह नेमार इंजर हो गया.
Berry. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Pato. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Beckenbauer played into space. That's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. And Romario! It's in!
क्या कर्ल किए, क्या ड्रैग बैक.
And this is getting better and better. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on.
Romario! Danger averted for now. Best. Romario! Oh, the ball's run loose, and it's been given. And again! It's in! And he is just ripping it up. Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
भाई शेफचेंको था भाई. Fuck is game even about sometimes. कोई नहीं, रिलीज थोड़ा बोलेंगे, रिलीज थोड़ा को. तुम ऐसे हो जाओ, तुम डिफेंसिव हो जाओ, तुम डिफेंसिव हो जाओ, पर तुम्हारी जगह तो को Oh God, le copri più base.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And this is Lewis. Shot a goal! So, third corner of the game. Fire deep to... Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get onto this? And this is Luis Suarez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! And he's there to get it away. And this is Cruyff. He's through here. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Has another go! And that has been slung wide. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Pirlo. Cruyff!
बहुत मजा आ रहा है ट्राई कर रहा हूं इसकी
Oh, shooting chance! Yes!
सेट पीस एफसी कह दे भाई
And they are cruising away. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Best can see things, others simply cannot. No way through. Messi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's managed to get free. That's a cute ball. That ball looks a good one. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Chiellini has a look up and drives it forward. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Van Bouten, and it's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver.
इसको खोलो भाई और जरा स्ट्रीम पे जाकर भी देखेंगे कि अपना सेटअप क्या था एक्चुअली में ना अभी इसी चुती के अगेंस्ट